Alright, so we are going to be working on the Elegoo Part 2, Lesson 6, Passive Buzzer project at this stage in the game, as we can see right here, elegoo.com for all credit. Alright, so in this one, you're going to be able to actually manipulate the notes with the coding, and I'm not going to go too much into that piece because I'm mainly focused on getting you and this particular object making noise, and then if you want to, you can read through this handy dandy, actually really easy to follow descriptor to change the different notes and noise. So for this particular project, you're going to need that buzzer from the last one, and it's the same, 2 female to male wires, and it just explains right here how different sounds generate and all that. And we've got our connection schematic, and you cannot use the digital 12 pin on this particular case. We actually are moving it to the digital 8 pin onto the positive side, as we can see right there. And then we're going to take the negative side and run it back into the ground. We can see the wiring diagram that we're going to be using right here. It's incredibly simple, which is awesome. And then it also goes through the code and how to run the program. It also shows you basically the explanation on how to work the code. All right. And this particular one, you are going to need to download extra code. Well, actually, it's a .h depository library file. So let's go from there and let's get building. All right, so we're going to take a look at this time at the 2.6 passive buzzer project. And the funny part is, again, no breadboard. We've got the board. We've got your buzzer right here, just like before. And I'm going to just kind of go in the light a little bit so you can see the positive side, and we've got 2 wires, male to female. Okay, and this is almost the exact same as the previous one. The only difference is we are not going to be wiring to pin 12, we're going to be wiring to pin 8. So again, I'm going to take the red wire and connect it to the buzzer. I'm going to take the black wire and I'm going to connect it into the buzzer. Make sure we have a nice good connection there. And I'm then going to take my buzzer and, as before, make sure we have the digital side and not the analog side. And the easy way to tell is your digital side is closer, at least on these boards, the Elegoo Uno R3, to the USB. Okay, so now I'm going to take my black side, which is my negative side, and I'm going to throw that into ground. And whereas last time with the buzzer, okay, hang on a second, let me hold that, I put into pin 12. This time we're going to go to pin 8. And that is it for the wiring of this project. And now we're going to flip over the screen to the coding so that we can get this annoying buzzer going. All right, let's flip screens. Okay. Now we're going to do the coding kind of side of the passive buzzer. So we are going to hit open. And this one's a little different because we have to actually drag in 2 files and we have to play with the library. So I'm going to hit open. And I am going to switch over to the passive buzzer. And I'm going to get the passive buzzer INO file and hit OK. And I'm going to just move this over here so we can all see it. Now, make sure this is the issue right here. See this pitch.h? That file has to be added into your library. And they only accept zip files. So here's how we do that one right here. What we're going to do is go to include library. And we are going to go add zip file. I'm going to go onto my desktop because that is where I have everything here. And I'm going to look right on the bottom here. You can see I have the pitch zip file. And I'm just going to click on that. And in my case, I already have it in the library because I test every project beforehand. But in your case, it should just go straight green. So that's all right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the verify button to make sure everything's talking. Okay, as we can see, if you had not done this pitch.h file, it would have gone red because it needs this file to understand.
Okay, really simple next step. We've already verified the file, and now all you would have to do is plug in your Arduino, click on upload, watch it go, and that's about it. All right, we're going to flip over to the other screen to actually see what happens when you upload this particular project.
Hit upload. And joy. Okay, you've heard the sounds. For my own sanity, I'm going to unplug this, and this is the point where you can play with the coding. We can change some of the times and stuff like that, and the pitches, and this is just one way to work with this little buzzer. All right, there we go. Let's get making.